You know, a lot of people are trying to say that Tony Ferguson's done. He can't fight good anymore. That's easy to say because his last two fights he's been dominated. But to be honest with you, I think he's just going through a slump. I don't think he's done. He's 36, 37, 38. That's not too terribly young for a fighter, but I don't think he's past his prime. I still think he's right at his peak. All great fighters go through this. I think Tony's a great fighter. He has the skill set. He can knock people out. He can submit guys. Incredible endurance. His style is very crazy. It's like he break dances while he fights to avoid getting hit or stuff. But that's the concern for me. Which brings me to who I think his next opponent should be. When Conor McGregor heals up, he needs to fight Tony Ferguson. Those two should have fought 3-4 years ago when Tony won the interim belt by beating Kevin Lee. They should have fought back then. They could have fought 2-3 years ago when Conor fought Khabib, but that fight made more money than Conor fighting Tony. So that should be an interesting fight. And they've talked trash to each other. If you remember, look back last year when Tony lost to Justin Gaethje, Conor said straight up he thinks Tony sucks on the feet. He don't know how to box. He says he'd finish the job and finish Tony Ferguson. I love Tony Ferguson to death, man. He's a great fighter. I'm a big fan of El Kukui. It's hard to pick against him when he fights anybody. I really do think styles make fights. And if I had to pick somebody that will beat Khabib right now, it's Tony Ferguson just because of his style and how he beats people. And to be honest with you, I think Khabib is a little nervous when it comes to knowing that he's going to fight Tony Ferguson. But Tony's weakness was exposed when he fought Justin Gaethje. When he's on the feet, he's fighting a good technical striker, a guy that has power like Gaethje and the technique he has. He's beatable. He looks very beatable. So if I had to pick a winner out of those two, I got to go with Conor. I think Conor is better on the feet. Excuse me. And I think Tony, he's not a very smart fighter. That's his weakness. He's way too exposed to getting punched. He doesn't fight very smart on the feet. But he has all the skills to beat somebody any way he wants. That worries me. He's not going to fight Conor smart. He's going to go right at him and try to hit him. But Conor's very smart. And even though I know Conor's not a better athlete than Tony, I think all Conor needs is one good punch to at least rock him and then follow it up with a head kick or something to finish it. So if I had to put my money on somebody, I hate to say it, I put it on Conor McGregor. He'll knock him out in the first round. All right? I think Tony's going to try to swing and he's going to miss, and Conor's going to catch him with a big cross or a hook or some kind of fancy stuff, a heel kick or something. He'll put Tony out. So I got Conor by knockout midway through the first round, maybe real early in the fight. I think he'll also outsmart Tony Ferguson when they're standing up. It's not that I think Conor's a better fighter. It's just weaknesses that Tony has that you can't have when you're fighting Khabibs or Gaethjes or those other great fighters. You just can't have that. So, sorry, I got my money on the Notorious one. If they fight, I don't know. Conor may never fight again. He's made a lot of money to the point where he doesn't need to fight. And he's still making money with his whiskey stuff, which is awesome. All right? But if they fight, I want Tony to win just because I love watching him fight. All right? Like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk later.